Alright, here is a very grim, tragic story about that Manchester business shop owner was trending a few days ago. His name Kevin Ferguson, I think his nickname is Fairhead. And let's go into grim, tragic, and very spooky circumstances of his murder. So, a 4-year-old boy, which is his son, has now been traumatized after witnessing the death of his father, a shop operator in Job Lane district of Christian, Manchester, this past Saturday. The Manchester police have confirmed the identity of the man known as Kevin Ferguson, otherwise known as Fairhead, believed to be 34 years old. Court reports at approximately 11:30 p.m. on Saturday, residents heard gunshots. Ferguson's body was discovered Sunday morning by his son, and that was just so sad. It's hard reading that part. Relative deceased who requested anonymity for safety told Ferguson Glenn Ferguson, who operated in the shop for the past 10 years, had a room to the back of the building where he stayed occasionally where he didn't feel like going home. Relatives said Ferguson and his 4-year-old son were there when he called out in the stillness of the night and later met his demise. Alright, and then I can't read this part where this poor baby sees this father dead. The father of three said to have been very enterprising and was always looking for a way to bet himself. Alright, I said basically said him do hustling, man. I think that's what one person said. He operates shop and buy and sell in the market and do mason work on the side. He man no bad man, him no nickname fired. Not mean what people think it mean. You got that man. Because he basically said like he color of his hair is kind of red. All right, so basically he's saying okay, for those men thinking okay that he got involved in some kind of criminal activities, and then he probably had a falling out to an associate. They're trying to rubbish that claim. All right, now let's just read what's interesting. Say that this has come at a time to shock community. Despite stigma of criminality has been placed on the air result of wrongdoing. So basically, this was a hot zone right here. This guy's in. And here's what the quote said. Personally, I never really liked that area when he was where he was because he always been some man drink and smoke them weed. Yeah, bad man people are drop. The more I know man and my woman get to argument. Just never like the ends. But I don't know what could happen for them to want to kill him. And basically, we don't know a motive yet, though. But from what I understand is that this guy was basically in a bad area, and then for some reason he got shot by some unknown assailant, and his poor baby, who has to see, his son had to see that, and that's just so traumatic for a 4-year-old to see his father murdered just like that. And this is why I said online, like if they catch whoever did it, and I'm sure the people here know who did it, light that bitch up though, cause of the actions of that sick evil person. This poor child is traumatized, but then again, the murderer or murderers don't give a shit though. And what is interesting to notice is like this is a business owner, and you've seen a lot of stories where a lot of business owners are being killed. And what makes is a probably likely guess is that probably he was being extorted by somebody, and then he didn't really want to play ball, and I said, okay, you don't want to really cut us off with the profits you're making. Okay, we're gonna send you off the mortal coil, so to speak. I don't care if your children are left fatherless as a result, because these three children are no fatherless, and they don't have a father, especially lost them after such very grim and sinister circumstances. These poor babies, especially that 4-year-old boy, is going to be so traumatized for life, though. I just hope that the mom is in the lives, though, because they don't mention the mom or any other relatives. Like, if the mother or any of the relatives are alive, they really have to intervene and make sure these babies grow up right, because that poor little boy is going to grow up with psychological scars, especially seeing that at such a young age. And this is why that whoever killed this person, they need to get that work though, because like in order to do that, knowing that this guy has some kids, you have to be you don't you deserve the same mercy you gave this man. No, I don't say to say I know this guy. I don't kind of say what kind of moral character he had. I'm not going to say that this guy was an angel or anything. I don't know the guy or whatever. But the fact that I'm more worried about the children as a result of what happened, and this is why I have no leniency in it. Because yeah, could it turn out maybe he was mixed up in something, and then probably a criminal associate killed him? Who knows? That could be a possibility. But the thing is, but due to let's say how toxic and acidic that area is, which he was, it could be it stands bearing that probably he most likely had some problems with one or some people in the area, and they took it to that extreme. Because people in that area know who did it, because a lot of these areas where these killings happen, the people in this community know what happened. And yeah, you could say, oh, they're afraid that the killers are going to target them. But then again, it's more the fact that many of these same people in these areas basically are in league with these criminals and protecting these criminals. I mean, and then again, when these criminals get their just desserts, they at the hands of security forces, then they go into that Hollywood acting where they basically make these criminals look like their patron saints of virtue. But I wouldn't be surprised that he probably had someone's trying to extort him. Another possibility, this is probably off base of maybe someone he knew and trusted probably got jealous and bad mind of him and decided to take him out. And it could have been somewhat family member. Cause I'm seeing a lot of cases like that though. Cause somebody, but the stand is that it stands to say that they people in Christian they know who did it more likely. The question is, are they going to continue to protect that person or whatever? But somebody knows something. They haven't come forward yet, but we have to pray for his poor babe, those children though, because the psychological scars that they're going through as a result of losing their dad. That is what really hits me right here. So this is for State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check out my YouTube pages, Miles Gusson Farron and Miles Productions and Real Thoughts of Miles. Alright.